So in this video we are going to be seeing how to use the if conditionals in our Arduino software. So I already made a file of that. I will only be explaining. So here what we are going to do is that we are going to use a button. We are going to use a button to switch on an LED, and the same button to switch off an LED using software. So what I did at first is declaring a variable LED declare a variable for the LED. And second, declare a variable for the button. And next is now our setup. We want the pin mode of the LED to be an output mode, meaning that the LED is going to output signal which will be in form of light, and the button, the mode of its pin, is going to be an input because it receives signals, and those signals are the ones that control the LED. Since we will have to connect that on the hardware, we go to now the major code. So we go to the major code. Here we have declared, declare a variable. Now what's the difference between this variable and this variable? This variable that is declared before the setup and the main and the loop, the main code, is a variable that is globally known known everywhere, meaning that I can use it in the setup, I can use it in my loop where my main code is going to be, I can use it anywhere. But this one that I have declared in my main code, the loop, is going to only and only work in the loop or where the main code is. So here I was still saying you declare. Now this is a local variable, and then the one that is declared globally is the global variable. So you declare a variable for the state of the button that you're working with, state of the button, the push button. Now, so you can call it anything, but I called it the button state so that I can easily know, because I will have to switch on and switch off the button. So that is its state, when it's on, when it's off. So why do I say digital read and then I say button? A button, remember, button reads a signal, so that's why we use digital read, and digital write for what gives out a signal or writes out a signal in form of anything. So anything that outputs signal, we use digital write when we are to address it in the major code, and anything that inputs a signal, we use digital read if we are to address it in the main code. So here I say that the button state, digital read, the software or the program should go and read where we have button, And why am I saying where we have button is because we declared a variable button at the beginning, and it's on digital pin 1, meaning that this software will read what is on digital pin 1, because button is representing digital pin 1 from here up. So if it reads what's on digital pin 1, what it's now you to control it. If it finds maybe the button pushed, or the signal showing that the button is pushed, what should it do? Button is not pushed, what should it do? Or maybe completing and breaking the circuit, something like that. You get use of a switch. So that's when we bring in the if conditions. Bring in the conditionals. Conditionals, we have the if conditions. We have the if conditions and the nested if conditions. But for now, we are using the if conditions. Nested if conditions, we shall see them. We shall see them as we go on. So, according to the condition, if the button state, now here, in order not to interfere or make some errors or confuse stuff, because this side, when we say that the button or the LED, we are making it equal to 0, meaning we are assigning it to have a value 0. But now here we just want to check whether the button state is high, meaning on. So that's why we use two equal signs, meaning these two signs are not assigning value or to the button state, that the button state is high. No, they are just checking whether the button state is high, meaning it's on. So if the button state is high, meaning if the button is now pressed, so digital write, it should write the LED high, meaning the LED will light if you press the button. Now if you set a condition, and now if the condition does not work out, meaning there must be a second option, and now that's where we bring in the else in the if conditionals. So the else is the backup. If the condition set at first does not work or is not executed, what will happen? So it will digital write the LED low, meaning the LED will turn off, meaning if I switch on, LED will go on. Now if I leave it, meaning switching it off or leaving it, LED will be low. So you can use also this knowledge and continue, like play around with this. You can maybe say if the state is high, let the LED, maybe you have two LEDs, let LED 1 light. After lighting, it goes off, and then after going off, so you write all that in here. After going off, another LED 2 lights. It's always according to you. You can even make it in a way that if it is on, the LEDs will light. Will light in a certain pattern that you've set, and if it's off, they will switch themselves off in a certain pattern. It's all about you, how you play around with these codes after understanding them. Yeah. So thank you very much. You've been with Code with Mav. Yeah. Have a nice day, and we're going to work upon the introduction to the Arduino software.